Hey. Hello everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Simon and welcome to Higher Plane Games. Back over on Twitch for streaming this evening, so I hope you're all well and you found us nicely. That's me just connecting so that I can get the chat going. And welcome to... Let me just make sure this all works. Let me pop a hi all in. Yay! Good stuff. So, welcome to Bears Can't Drift. Now, this entire game is made by one single person, which is an amazing technical feat, it must be said. Just move the mic close to me. There we go. Ha ha ha. An amazing technical feat. And it was made by someone who I believe was involved in Crash Team Racing, or it was heavily inspired by Crash Team Racing. I keep seeing it. Hello, Josh. Thank you for joining. Hope you are well. I keep seeing it being done differently. So they're either involved or inspired by Crash Team Racing, and you can kind of see it in the way how this game is. What I'm going to do is kind of do like a live quick look / review on this game, because there's some really weird and wonderful things that this game does. And they're not necessarily good. So let me go straight in. So here's your first problem. There is no context in any of the controls whatsoever, or any of the menu. That is your menu. So no one tells you where to go, where to stop. No one tells you the mechanics of any of the game whatsoever. So that's kind of disappointing.
Left rear tire is having an existential crisis.
It is a little bit.
Does it exist or no?
Does it exist or no? Such probs. I like the fact that if you do the touchpad, you get like this weird little view there. Anyway, so R1 and R2 both let you go. L2 and L1 let you stop. Fantastic. But the first thing that you've got is you need to drive through a gate to choose your difficulty, but no one tells you this. So if you go straight ahead, that is essentially easy mode. Then you've got normal mode over here, and then hard over here. And I can't seem to drive around the hard track yet, so I don't know if it's actually cut off and you need to be able to do stuff. It implies that it is, because it's like it drives you to a bridge that you can't cross yet. So I'm going to go for normal mode. So normal mode is now selected, and then you go into like the little HUD mode. Like your options for saving and stuff like that are down there, but again you would never know unless you went exploring. And then you're taking into like your pre-hub hub, if this makes sense. So as you always get in kart races, you've got several different things that you can choose. So as you can see there, I've got like the lava world. Trying not to drive in it. Like forest, lovely world. And then bitch, snow world. So let's go to nice and normal world first. And you essentially dive into it. And then you're taken to a world map for this specific world that you can drive around and have lots of fun with. And it's all very joyous. However, the main problem is there is no map. So you don't know where you're going. I mean, the worlds aren't massive, obviously. But essentially what you're doing is finding maps for... gates for the different worlds that you're in. So here we go. So here's a map here. I'll grab a fish while I'm at it. Oh, I missed them. Right. So you can see here I've got like time trial. If I press square, it then becomes the food fight. If I press square again, then it becomes a race. So but you're having to kind of half guess what all of this is when you first play. It's very difficult. I find this game very frustrating to play first time round. At the minute I've only got 1 star because I completed this in easy mode, so now I'm going to go for hard mode. And I'll go into the gate, and that will take me to the race itself. We're going to do a race this time. The game itself can support up to 4-player split screen, which is cool. I've not actually played split screen with it though. Wrong way. As you can see, if you're last, you've got the big poo. If you're not like in the top 8. Whatever. And it talks about basically bears can't drift. And they're kind of right. You can press and hold circle to drift, but actually it doesn't give you, you know, like in most kart games you get a speed boost by doing such thing. You don't. What it does with this game is it lets you go round the corners faster. But as you can see,
I was about to say, not a misleading title.
A slightly misleading title. And you can see, like, the drift thing is going from, like, red to silver or whatever, but you don't get a boost from it. And so this game is all about being able to stay in the drift as much as possible, but whilst kind of still getting around the corners, because you aren't going to get like a boost from anything. It is purely around getting around the corner as fast as you can, and then possibly in as tight a radius as possible. So requires much more mechanical prowess, driver prowess than you'd imagine. I think, anyway. This game as well is really, really heavy on shortcuts. Thanks. Cheers, bear. These fishes are fucking annoying. So there you go, I could have gone up those stairs there, and there'll be parts like where I can do that and get away with it. And it's all fair game. One of the big problems though is that sometimes when you're trying to find shortcuts and stuff like that, like you can see there was one over there on the right hand side which didn't go for. You almost get too clever for your own good. There we go, there was an example of getting too clever for my own good. But only a 4th place, so no... Oh, there we go. Not everyone's a winner, not you though. Oh, thanks for that. Gold trophy for coming in 4th. The game trolled me. That's why I find it quite funny actually. It doesn't tell you if you're going the right or wrong way.
A gold. Wow.
I know. So, and then the next problem with this game... Sorry, I've kind of gone on a bit of a problem spree with this game. But there's a good reason for it, because there's a great game hidden in here somewhere, but there's some very frustratingly weird design choices. So it then drops you back into this world map again. So if I wanted to retry that race again, I can't, necessarily. So let's dive into this one. See how terrible I do here, before we try some of the other modes. It's a shame because like the music is relatively cute. I really like the graphics, I think they're cute. The game runs along at a really nice speed and rate and pace, and there's clearly a lot of polish here. But yeah, peeps, some of the design choices are lol. You can get friendly fire and get hit by your own fish. Oh shit. Sorry, that's my spooky. That's my Ho-Ho-Cum ringtone if anyone likes that game. Or whenever I get a message or a text or a telegram or a WhatsApp. I can't see it because my PlayStation app is full screen. It's like this one, you can see like the little that log. Oh no, I didn't go for it this time. But I could have gone off and not gone round this corner and gone up a log instead and like arrived halfway through. Ah, bounce! Like up here. Ah! Triangle to look behind, by the way. And there we go. I went from first to second because I diddled around. So yeah, you need to learn the tracks, learn the shortcuts, use and abuse, because the AI are out to get you. So aside from normal race mode, you have the usual time trial, but you also have this thing here called food fight. And food fight is all about chomping up as much food as possible. But if you get hit by someone's weapons, as you can see, my little foodies don't stay with me. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going the wrong way around the track. It doesn't matter because that's not the important thing. Someone filled their quota quite quickly there, and I clearly didn't. The difficulty level, don't have to ramp up quick. Easy is too easy.
So really it's more bears vs food than food fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. And some of those arenas work better than others because obviously if you go on a really, really long track, you could actually end up like not being near any other bears at all, and so you can't really hurt them. Whereas some of the other ones where it's just like your 20 seconds a lap, it matters way less. Let's dive onto that one. I don't think we've done that one on here yet. And so it's kind of all over quite quickly. And that is all the game has to offer. All the game has to offer. So if you've got friends, local multiplayer is there for 2 to 4 people. Oh, okay, we're just doing the same course but at night. Fair enough. But why is it now night as opposed to me going to this one and doing it in day? And that's what's confusing. Oh, there we go, that actually felt like I got a bit of a drift going there with some actual... But you'd think, like, I've played this game for a couple of hours, and because it never actually tells you the mechanics, it's such guesswork. So how would you know if there is no instruction manual that this is definitely like how things are? So yeah, and this is like off the trend of a couple of games that I've bought recently that have lacked some really fundamental basic things. Like two PS4 games that I recently bought, and I shall name them and shame them. Lost Sea, which is actually a really good game, and a game that's not very good, Yasai Ninja. Both have no facility to save the game whatsoever. Now, Lost Sea kind of gets round it because actually it will let you go back to the beginning of a map where you explore lots and lots of islands in like a lost forest. Not forest, in a Bermuda Triangle essentially. But Yasai Ninja has no save function whatsoever, and it's a lengthy game. So if you stop after 3.5, 4 hours, you've got to go right the way back to level 1. And I just think it's a fundamental of gaming. It's not billed itself as some like hardcore, you must complete it all in one thing. It's just lacking a basic facility. And so like for a game like this to have no instructions whatsoever, no particular option menus, and the fact that, like, I quite like to some degree that you have to drive around everything to get all your menus up, but like the principle gets old on your second go. Is all I'm saying. So yeah, there's a great game in here somewhere. It just needs to be teased out, I think, with some additions. So like clicking X will take you back to the world map again. Sorry, that's not me farting. I'm moving the table with the mic on. Clarification. And then you're back in here again. But if I want to change difficulty, I need to drive all the way back out and go back through a gate and change the difficulty on that. Interesting tyres there. And so you just think, what was a nifty idea has soon now actually become really, really annoying. Especially when a game essentially lasts 2 to 3 minutes. In terms of handling though, understeery is what I will say, but the ability to control a drift is relatively easy. Less easy on this. Oh, I've already done that one. It's quite nice to have a world map, but unessential is all I'm going to say. Those padlocks either side are for additional treatage if you do well, which I don't. Wow. Bears got real. So here's a good example of a track that's really, really frustrating because, and I hope I don't do it in the stream, I've driven this track and got lost where I've been hit off by other bears, and then I've realised that I've been spending the last minute going the wrong way around the track, but it doesn't tell you. Also, there is only one music track. kind of frustrating as well. It gets old. So, like, this is now showing me in last position.
Missed the start gate.
So yeah, I missed the start gate. I am now last.
You went up and round it.
But it's not told me that I've missed it. I'm now just showing in last. So annoying. It should flag up to me, I think. So yeah, bad bear. Bad bear.
Must not have counted it as you didn't go directly through it.
No, 'tis true, 'tis true. Let me think of what is the only other thing that I don't think I've shown. That's it. The variety of bears. I do like the skeleton bear. The skeleton bear's quite cute. Polar bear, panda, just a bear, black bear. Crash test dummy there, and robot bear. So you unlock some of these as you go along, I think, because I don't remember having all of these at the beginning. But yeah, that is Bears Can't Drift. Available on PC, PS4. I believe Xbox One as well. Yeah, potential, not fab. I can see kids really enjoying this, but also getting bored if they don't have people to play along with, or they drive through and get the wrong setting and then don't know how to get it back. So that's all on this quick look. Please do like, subscribe and comment if you are on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, then please feel free to follow and keep in touch for when I do other live features as well. If you're watching this live, which Josh is, just Josh at the moment, I'll be back in about 2 minutes for the next game of the evening that I'll be taking a quick look at. Take care all, bye for now.
Looks like it could be a good game if they were to just finish making it.
Oh, hey Tess. Do you know what, Tess? That's a good note to leave it on. I agree. I concur wholeheartedly.